Alright, if we want to get to other games, I guess I'll speed this one up here. Alright, so yeah, he did that during the healing ultimate. So without a really strong offensive attack, we really can't kill anybody, but it does prevent them from killing us during the healing ultimate, right? And now we have our healing ultimate, so let's get it. It's already going well. Yep, got a good kill. Going well, going well. So we can push more. You know, it's similar to how we were talking before, of like when we can taste that we need to back up and get out of there because there's too much pressure. So here, after we got that dino kill, and they're all backing up and they look bad, right? So we don't need to like dance around. We can literally just push, and then if we get in trouble, then we hide, right? But we can just push. We're trying to get as many kills as possible during this brief period of having a big advantage. Yeah, we're doing a lot of like immediately backing up and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, we can just push and basically put pressure on the healers here. It's kind of our only option. I mean, potentially something else could come up where we focus on this guy or whatever, or try to get his abilities out or whatever. But yeah, I mean, basically we want to see if we can get a kill on one of these people. And also when we damage them, we make them heal themselves. So they can patty cake, heal each other, which then they're not healing others, or they use their abilities to heal themselves and then they lose those abilities. That's why it's like so important to attack the healers. Alright, now it's totally different. We had our guy die. Bada boom, bada bing. Alright, game's over. Beautiful. Yeah, we should have used the strange portal there. If we didn't, but it doesn't matter. I mean, you can't really expect your team to do all the right stuff. You got to just win it earlier, you know what I mean? You got to like do all this small stuff to try to influence the match overall, rather than complain like, oh, the specific teammate was doing something. You know what I mean? That's always going to happen. The other team's going to make mistakes too. Some games are unwinnable or whatever, but yeah. Alright, we'll check this one out too. This is either healer or tank game. Yeah, it looks like healer. Okay. Draw on healer. This is a unique map where we have to fight through this place here. Good, it's like a pre-firing heals, so no one needs to get healed yet, but we're pre-firing. So yeah, this is a really unique map. Like they have high ground up here, death pit right here, flank right here, these high grounds up here, and then you're forced through this tiny door, or you can come out here, here, and then it all happens right here. Where we at? Oh, okay, so I had it wrong. All right, we are gonna play Doctor Strange. Let's get it. Pink team. Ooh. We're the big shield guy, right? So we could just save this guy's life. He doesn't need to be... Where is he? Yeah. We need... Like, we can just... Like, we're just starting the game. We're the big tank with a huge shield. That's like half of our gameplay. It's like... And we can be quicker on the reload, too. Like, if... You know... We already used half of our magazine. Nothing's really happening yet. We can just reload. But yeah, so we can already see he's getting attacked. Like this health bar is a huge clue. There is actually a setting to see your teammates' health bars. I kind of forgot all about that. That might be something to look into if they can't see it. So right, so we attacked him, right? But we need to step in front of him. We need to take any damage that he's taking. We want to immediately take it, and then we can also put our big ass shield up, so that way there's not going to be any other special side damage coming. Because when people see this, they want to get it done, right? They want to finish the job. So we can just immediately protect this guy, first of all, by body blocking as the tank. One of the main tank utilities we have is to literally stand in front of people. That's why we have a big health bar. That's what we want to do. We don't want to dodge damage. We want to take it. Obviously not in every situation, but I'm referring to specifically when we're like being in the way, right? So we don't want to back up. We're not under attack. He's under attack. We want to stand in front of him. Put that shield up. Got him knocked back. All right. So we want to attack this guy, but I feel like we're unintentionally moving past him. So yeah, now we have to reload, right? That's why we should have reloaded earlier. But that's good. We got the reload now. It's kind of a mess. I think we're moving too far forward when we don't mean to. So yeah, I mean, a lot of tanking is like holding the line. Obviously, like, I don't know what your plan is. I mean, sometimes you can get in front of enemies, and then you can use your shield to block their heals and stuff like that. But I think we're unintentionally doing it, is my guess. And yeah, Thor specifically has a very specific type of dangerous. Nice. Use your shift to get out of there. Very nice. You can just keep holding your shield up because, you know, you're vulnerable right here. They could have killed you, to be honest. They just weren't looking at you because you're still way out here and you're still too alone. You know what I mean? You basically just want to back up, take the loss of the team fight, right? You want to back up because you don't want to get stuck out here. That's just like a general tool. And then, yeah, we can use our shield if we want to heal up immediately. And we can also like take damage and intentionally load up our healing ultimates if we want. But our main goal is to not get stuck and not die. And have everybody come back here, rejoin the fight so we can go again. Yeah, because look, he's getting, like, see how he took advantage of that? Like, our actions, honestly, they make no sense. It's very, very good situation to learn and never do again. It's like, she also did it, right? What's going on? Alright, so the team fight was already over, right? And she was on literally 1 HP, and then she started going over here. So these are just getting out of there. There's no reason, there's nothing to do anymore. We lost the team fight, we got no chances. So yeah, I mean, look at this distance, man. Way out here. These are our healers. This is literally our only teammates. We're just getting out of here. Going up here is like guaranteed death. You know, it already was bad to not, you know, play differently. This is just a guaranteed death. Anybody can get you now. Anybody can kill you now. And see, he takes advantage of it by going to the side of you. And then he can literally body block heals by just going behind you. And again, like that healer didn't need to die. Because if she would have got the memo that you're backing up, then she would have backed up too. And then you guys would have been back here. And then you would have joined up with the Hulk. And then they would have been coming in here. And then you can, you know what I mean? So again, we can just like already be part of the fight. I'm not sure what you're doing like in between matches. But yeah, I mean, I'm already ready. I'm looking for the fight. If I can go ahead and use my shift, jump right over this thing, bunny hop, and be right at the start of it to waste the least amount of time as possible. If I want to save my shift, that's okay, but we're trying to pick up information, you know what I mean? We're trying to be a part of the fight as soon as possible. It's Deadpool, and yeah, we can just immediately, like, he's on low health, and it takes time to like heal people up. So like it's always like that. Like since like healing is a finite resource, and it's also finite focus, right? You know, sometimes like this guy needs healed, but like they don't want to let this guy die either. So they're passing heals to him before they pass it to him, and then it takes a while to heal him up. So this is like how the whole game goes, right? So we want to constantly use our ability to not let people die and to sort of create a space, create a buffer for people to get healed up. We never want people, if we can ever do anything about it, we never want people to do it, to have trouble there. So yeah, I mean, I would just sort of play around here, and be using my shield, see if we can poke out. So smart to play around here. But yeah, kind of before what I was saying before, I'm a little confused by like the back and forth movement. So again, like we're just kind of jumping right here and repeatedly hitting. But what are we looking at? We're looking at a whole team right here. You know what I mean? Our goal is to sort of peek and sort of get in here, protect our team while the match develops, and get ult charge and see if there's any opportunities that come up. You know, it doesn't make sense to just like come out over here and jump up and down in front of the entire team and just be kind of like shooting repeatedly. You know what I mean? Now we're like really low health for no reason, and we have to back up, and other people have to come in to protect us, right? Like it's okay for the other healer or the other tank to come and protect us, but DPS will also come in to protect you sometimes, because it's like that classic like rotation, right? This person takes too much damage, you're healed up, so you come back around, and it repeats like that, right? So this is like a very common thing that people do intuitively. Yeah, so now he's about dead, and it's like, why are we way back here? Because we can just stand right here, we can continue to be a tank, and we can be right here, and we would be like 75% healed, we'd be ready to go, but instead we dropped all the way back here to reload it. I don't want to be patronizing, but I'm just giving my honest thoughts of like, I'm confused why we're doing this. All right, now we sort of did the same thing, right? I just went all the way back here, like you know, I did whatever you would call that. And then instead of like strategically coming out and collecting information, I just immediately jumped in here, shooting at nobody, and made myself vulnerable. So like they're way outplaying us right now. Sorry, I'm annoyed by myself sounding patronizing somehow. Sometimes. Again, we did it again. We're only half health. Why are we just like going all the way back? Okay, I keep being like patronizing. But anyway, like I've already said, it's just if this was my gameplay, this is what I'd be saying. So yeah, we don't have to hit our E every single time. We can just, if it's like a situation like this where we have no push, we can just get rid of it back here. It's not a big deal. Because sometimes later on we might get in trouble for that at some point where we're like, oh, I want to hit my E on somebody. Then you put yourself in harm's way for no reason, right? So, yep. Alright, so again, we want to be active while we're coming around the corner. It's just like we're just active. We're using our movement keys. We're using the cover. We're trying to hit specific targets when we shoot. We're trying to use our shield. We're not just like heavy walking out and then a late reaction. And also we're thinking about, we're probably going to start having like healing ultimates or whatever ultimate's happening. Alright. So that just happened. So yeah, we can go ahead and push right now. Yeah, because it's not a very pleasant looking situation. Oh wait, you know, I had it backwards for a second. I was looking over here instead of over here. So we do have our healing ultimate, and we also have this one. So we're doing well on healing ultimate, so we can just push. I was thinking we were this team. I'm like, oh, okay. It's not ideal, but anyway, never mind. So we do have a good situation to push up on. Unfortunately, he'll probably die. But he did enable the team fight to get started, and now we should just go all for it. Because it's like now or never, right? We have to 100% commit to this team fight. There's nothing else to do, right? The game is not going to keep going on and giving us more chances. It's all about right now, right? So we can just push forward. We can just try to do some, protect ourselves with our shield, use our shift, you know, this type of stuff. We want to be a tank. We don't want to be spending all of our time in the back, in our back line. Yeah, we're not using our shield at all. Our shield is full. We're not protecting anybody. That's like half of what Doctor Strange does is hold up his big ass shield with a ton of health on it, right? And we can be way more strategic with how we use our E as well. Like we want to use our E on squishies. So like something I would do is like I'm targeting somebody. I'm hitting them with one attack and trying to hit every shot. So there's another thing to practice, like at the practice range. Just try to hit every shot with your primary. Hit another one and then bam, hit them with the E. That will kill a lot of people at this rank. You know, so it's very effective to try to get in there and use your E. But yeah, we can improve our approach. But in general, it made no sense. How we're spending all day back here, shooting guys a little bit. We seem like we don't really know how to like take initiative as the tank and be in the middle of everything and use our shield. Because the shield also blocks heals. So if anybody wants to go behind you and attack your team, you block heals from them. And then your whole team is there. So that's like one way to get a kill. Right. Maybe we didn't know that, so it's good to learn that. Alright, now we're doing this. So potentially we could have got healed there, but we were just already in a pretty bad situation for a while, right? That's what I was gonna say. Finish my thought actually. Was like we were doing this, and then our whole team was back here, and we were back here because we weren't tanking. And then all of a sudden we just moved all the way out here by ourselves to try to hit a single E on everybody. You know what I mean? It's not gonna kill anybody. It's not gonna do anything, and all the focus is on us now. And then we try to get back, but they're distracted by something else because you weren't really playing like with the team right then. So plenty of good stuff to reflect on. But they probably, you know, they might have been able to save you there or whatever. But we had already messed up so much stuff that it really doesn't matter. It's just like good to learn. All right, so that's not bad at all. They used their ultimate, so our only choice is Strange Portal. So we have to do the Strange Portal.